Hey, hi everyone, Koki Kobayashi here. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to be talking about a topic that I've been struggling with a lot. Niceness. I've been a nice person for 25 years. So basically, I'm 25 years old. So basically, ever since I was born here on Earth, it was the only way I know how to show up to the world. But during my breakup with my last girlfriend, I've done a lot of self-reflection, I've done a lot of inner work, and realized how much niceness is costing you, costing myself. It was costing me my, relationships, my work success, my money, career, everything you can imagine. So ever since I realized that, damn, it's costing me a lot. So I've decided to change that, I've decided not to be a nice guy anymore and show up to the world authentically as 100% me. So ever since, I've been reading books, bunch of books. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts, I've done a lot of inner work, to overcome this niceness in a program and show up to the world more authentically to any situation. And I can honestly say it changed my life. I'm now happier than ever. I have deeper connection than I could ever imagine in my life, and my work is doing pretty good because of that. So today, I want to be sharing my healing journey with you guys so that you can overcome your niceness and show up 100% as you to the world. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about what niceness really means, the cost of niceness, and the 3 tips you can use right now to get out of niceness. Let's dive in. So, what is niceness? According to a book, Not Nice, called Dr. Aziz, niceness is, I'm going to read this. Niceness is monitoring yourself to make sure you come across in a pleasing manner and don't offend anyone. It's making sure others like you and don't have any negative feelings. No upset, confusion, boredom, irritation, sadness, hurt, anger, or fear. No discomfort whatsoever. Just happy, positive, approving thoughts and feelings. So it's basically a coping mechanism you developed, maybe from a childhood, to blend into the crowd, or to receive love from your parents or caregivers. That's like an inner program you developed over the years to survive as a human being. But essentially, you're wearing a social mask and hiding some part of yourself to be accepted, approved, and liked by everyone. So the examples of niceness behaviors would be saying yes to things when internally means no, or not telling your partner when she bothers you just to make the peace. Or it would be something like laughing at something you don't find really funny, just to make the other person feel great about it. I'm guilty of doing this for the past 25 years, and I'm pretty sure you've had one of your stories of your own. But niceness is about playing a certain role that is not you to be liked by everyone. I mean, we're human, a social creature, so we sometimes find ourselves to doing these things on a certain level, but if you overly do it, it's gonna cost you a lot of your lifetime. So now that we know what the niceness is, let's talk about the cost of niceness. So I like to categorize things. So there are basically 3 categories of costs for being nice. One is the cost to yourself. So when you're being nice, you're basically monitoring your every move possible, and it's simply exhausting, and you're always on edge, and you're always anxious, wondering, am I good enough? Did everyone there like me? Did I show up all right? So you're putting yourself in a very, very stressful thought patterns. And the more you hide yourself, the harder it gets for you to access to your true self. So it happened to me, but sometimes you don't know who you are anymore because you are showing up as the self what the other person approves of. So that's the first type of cost that you will experience when being nice, when showing up as nice. The second one is the cost of relationships. So if you're being nice, you're probably surrounded by people. You have friends, you have family, you probably have a boyfriend or girlfriend, or maybe you're married. But I think you feel lonely inside if you're being truly honest. That's what I've been feeling ever since I was born. I was surrounded by friends. I was with my ex-girlfriends. But I felt lonely inside because no one really knew me, knew my true self. Because, you're saying what you're basically not showing your true self. You're saying what others want you to say. You behave to be liked by everyone, and you're wearing a mask while hiding your true self. So even when other people try to love you, they can't, because you're not allowing them to. You're hiding your true self, so they can't love your true self. And they probably don't know you're not showing your true self. So they're thinking, your friends, your boyfriends, girlfriends, they think they're loving you, but you don't feel loved because they don't know that you're you. So it's, surrounded by people, but you don't feel connected to people authentically. That's the cost of relationships. The third one is the cost of career success. So when you're nice, you're not speaking up, you're hiding in shade, you're not trying to get attention from anyone. And, the rule is, if you don't ask, you don't get what you want. So you can't really progress in your career, you don't get success if you're acting nice. That's the third type of cost. But, we're not behaving nice if there's no award from it, no reward from it. So the niceness might be helping you avoid short-term uncomfortableness by avoiding conflicts or disagreement. That's something you get from being nice. But it's costing you a lifetime of happiness, a sense of security, and the fulfillment you feel from the true relationships, true connections. That's why you've got to get out of niceness and live as your true self. I can't tell you enough how much my life has changed after I started to show up authentically. I want you to feel the change as well. So I'm gonna change the 3 tips that you can use right now to get out of being nice. So I want you to just use them right now so that you can show up more authentically to relationships, and to get a love you want, get a connections you want, get a success in life, and basically I want you to live as your true self and make the best of your life. So let's get into the 3 tips to get out of niceness. So the tip number 1 is understanding you're not for everyone. So some people like you, some people will hate you no matter what you do. You just have to accept it. And this mindset shift changes everything. I have one thought experiment I really liked. It's also from a book, Not Nice, by Dr. Aziz. It's called the magic number 62. So here it goes. Imagine you walk into a room that has 100 people in it that you don't know. So total strangers, and let's say you have the confidence to approach each person in that room over the course of the day and talk with them. With each person you were able to be relaxed, open, curious, and comfortable. You shared who you were, what you liked, and to find out more about them as well. And you could also be playful, silly, vulnerable, and everything else you can do when you're completely at ease. You were just 100% you. And out of those 100 people, would every single one like you? How many of them do you think would like you? It's not 100, right? So some people would love you and really want to spend more time with you. Some would enjoy your company and think you're pleasant. Some would have neutral experience and not even remember the interaction you had with them. Some would be dissatisfied and not enjoy your presence. And some would feel strong anger and dislike you. So the number can be 40, 6, 70, who knows? We can't tell. We can't really tell. But it's highly probable that it will not be at 100. This is because each person has their own history, perspective, and worldview. Some people will dislike you simply based on your appearance, your physical features, or the clothes you wear. Some people may dislike you because you remind them of their critical mother or their ex. Others might feel intimidated or envious, and then with feeling inferior, they'll judge and criticize you in their heads to bring you down. Still others are just feeling dissatisfied in their own lives, pissed off at their spirals or balls, or looking for an outlet to release this pent-up frustration. So, basically, out of 100, you can't be liked by everyone because everyone's different. So then, it's impossible to be liked by everyone. So wouldn't it be better for you to just show up authentically? That's the tip number 1. So the tip number 2 is having boundaries. So it's a technique from the Adler psychology called the separation of tasks. It basically means you can't control something outside of yourself. So there's a separation between what you can control and what you can't control. What you can control is how you're showing up, or how you're approaching someone, how you're expressing your feelings, how you show up as authentically as possible. What you can't control is what others think of you. It's out of your control. So whatever you do, some people will like you. So again, some people will like you, some people will hate you. Even if you do, really nice stuff to them, you give flowers to them, you give out presents to them, you say nice things at the right time, but some people will just still dislike you because of some past or something. We can't tell, but no matter what we do, we can't control others. And trying to be liked by someone is, I think, a form of manipulation, because we are trying to change how we are perceived to be liked by someone. It's not a lie, but it's a form of manipulation. So setting a boundary where you can control and what you can't control is a powerful step for you to realize you can't really control others, so why not? You might as well show up as true to yourself. That tip number 3 is understanding that the purpose of interaction is not to be liked by someone, but it is to be known by someone. This is a life-changing advice I read somewhere, I think also from Dr. Aziz. It changed my life. So let me repeat myself. The purpose of interaction is not to be liked by someone. The purpose of interaction is to be known by someone. So, as we talked about, we can't control what other people think of us, and some people will love you no matter what, and some people will hate you no matter what you do. So the purpose of interaction is not to be liked by someone by showing up as nicely as possible, but to be known as someone, to be known by someone by showing up authentically, by showing yourself true self, by showing your true expressions, showing your true feelings, and showing some vulnerable parts of yourself, to be known by someone. And the more you get to know someone, or the more the other person gets to know you, you will know if you vibe with them or not. And if not, it's okay. You're not for everyone. So it's better for you to find someone else. Look for someone else and connect on a deep level with them authentically. So remember, the purpose of interaction is not to be liked by someone. It is to be known by someone. That's it for today. So we talked about what niceness really is, how it's costing you, and we shared 3 tips to show up authentically. I hope it was helpful, and I hope you use some of the tips I shared with you, so you will show up less nicely or more authentically to relationships. So you will have better connection, so you can enjoy your life more, and so on. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button and hit the subscribe so you can watch the next video I will share next week. See you. Bye bye then.